chicken fried, and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Yeah, baby! Happy Friday, everybody. It's your boy, it's your pal, it's your friend, it's your compadre, John, to the air horn, Reap. Welcome to another awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. Don't eat Tide Pods, listen to the Fried Pod. And I'm your host, John Reap. Done told you that. Anyways, how's it going? How are you? I've been a busy bee. Got a good Fried Pod for you. I'm going to play you an interview here in just a second with an old friend of mine who's went on to major success, and you're going to learn all about him. His name is Zane Lamprey. So we'll get to that in just a second. But first, why don't we read some iTunes reviews? Now, this is reviews of the Fried Pod. That's right. The Fried Pod is on iTunes, SoundCloud, I think other places as well. But, you know, if you want to help us out, there's no commercials on this thing. You know, I'm getting paid $0 for this, FYI. And it costs you $0 as well. So, with that being said, since you don't have to listen to a commercial, why don't you go give me a rating? Huh? I appreciate that. Or a review, you know, or a subscribe, or a share. We'll call it the R's and the S's. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. Now, here are some on iTunes. And I haven't asked you guys to do this in a while, so it's not. This one's from March the 8th. Or am I saying March 8th? We're already in May. So we've got no reviews since March the 8th. And this one's short. It's by 5 Dora Boku. 5 Dora Boku. Okay? The number 5. First word Dora, D-O-R-R-A. Second word Boku, B-O-K-U. Okay? And this person gives us 5 stars. I'm sorry. Let me do that all over again. That's not the name of the person. That is the name, the subject matter of the review. 5 Dora Boku by Jim Bob Kent. Okay. And it just says, Rub him, wrong time. Rub him, wrong time. Okay, so you could write reviews like that if you want to. You know, it's 5 stars. I'll take it. I don't know what he means by rub me, wrong time. There's no wrong time to rub me, you know. You could do it anytime. That's what's great about a podcast, you know. It's in your phone whenever you're ready for it. There's no wrong time. You know, maybe you're cleaning the house, jam some Fried Pod, right? Maybe you got to get on the lawnmower, mow the yard, Fried Pod. You know, maybe you're taking a long car trip by yourself, road trip, Fried Pod. You know, you see what I'm saying? You're going to get in the shower, going to be in the bathroom in a while, getting ready, Fried Pod. Yeah, and then, you know, give us a rating and a review and a subscribe and a share. But like I said, and thanks for doing that in advance, since I'm just going to go ahead and thank you. That way you'll feel guilty for not doing it since I already thanked you. That's a little mind trick I'm trying on you. Anywho, as I talk to you, I'm in Ohio, O-H-I-O. That's what they do here. If you just, anywhere in Ohio, if you just yell out O-H, they will finish it with I-O. It's pretty cool. Toledo, Ohio. That's right. Today's Friday the 10th, right? Wink, wink. It's Friday the 10th, and then the next day is the 11th, but that's where I'm going to be. Toledo Funny Bone. It's actually in Perrysburg, but I'm there. 2 shows Friday night, 2 shows Saturday night, and I'm out of here. And then I'm on vacation. Do a little R&R, a little Reap R&R, a little RRR. Reap relax R&R. What does that stand for? Resting and relaxing, I guess. Anyway, I'm doing that in Hawaii. This is right. That's right. Aloha, mahalo. I'm going to be in Hawaii. I'm going to be in Maui. Actually, with this next guy that you're going to hear here in a minute, Zane. We discovered that randomly we're going to be in Hawaii at the same time, at the same resort. So, interesting fact there. But then, after that, your boy, your pal, your compadre, John Reap is back at it. I got dates in Tampa, Florida. That's right. Side Splitters Comedy Club in Tampa, Florida, May 23, 24, 25, and 26. I'll be there a while. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Tampa, Florida, Side Splitters. All right. Then on the 29th, Orlando Improv, Orlando, Florida. Then on the 30th and 31st, Boca Raton, Florida, doing a theater. All these dates and more information can be found at, you guessed it, johnreep.com. JONREEP.com. So there you go, folks. I just got back from Los Angeles. That was a lot of fun. I got to see my buddy Kyle Davis, Kyle to the Shade Donkey Davis, and I recorded a podcast with him. We'll play that one next week. We went to a Dodger game. That was fun with my buddy Tim and his wife Kiki. She hooked us up with some pretty cool tickets from her job. And we went bar hopping one night and did a lot of podcasts. But I think I told you that in the last Fried Pod. Anyway, why don't you go ahead and enjoy this podcast with Zane Lamprey. Woo! Man, dude, so good to see you again.
I bring the heat. Do people understand that we first met each other when we were 7?
They don't. I've never really talked about it on the Fried Pod. It's our first time.
You haven't talked about it?
Not yet.
Now we haven't seen each other for that same amount of
7 years, probably.
7 years, yeah.
Yeah.
We first met through a comedian friend, Mark Ryan.
That's right.
And then I immediately went off on tour.
Yep.
And I think you
just got gigantic.
You forgot about me.
I think you forgot about us. I mean,
I did.
You went and started your own mega franchise.
It's the us thing.
Yeah.
It's the us thing. Yeah.
So that's good. You don't look. I'm in this gigantic castle right now in Studio City. This property right now, I can tell you, is not cheap.
$17 million. Can you imagine?
I was trying to think for real. It's not 17, but you're probably about.
You can look on Zillow and you can find out exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I don't
it's
care.
Nice.
Yeah, yes, I'll tell you if you're within 10%.
Okay. 2.7 or 3.
Yeah, it's pretty close right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because we bought the house, it increased in value. I took that money from the increase in value and put it back into the house.
Nice.
And I've done that twice.
Nice.
Because it's this stupid market that's just out of control. Like in Syracuse where I live, the house that I grew up in was like, I remember we bought it for $150, now it's worth like $200.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's like 40 years.
Right.
And out here, the property here has doubled since you and I moved out here right around the same time.
Yeah.
Since we moved out here, the property, this house was, the additions weren't here and I didn't live in it, but it was about $350 if you look on Zillow.
Oh my God.
What's the multiple there?
Jeez.
Like 9 times? It's ridiculous.
So I know you've done well. And I'm proud of you.
That's what I try to
I want my
people.
fans to know, how can they know more about you? Where can they find you?
Well, I wrote a book.
You're on everything.
So
what do you want to know?
You know,
in chronological order, if you don't mind.
Well, sure. So here's the deal. I started hosting a show called 3 Sheets back 2006.
Right.
And that show was going great, and I get a call from the network. So that was a show where I traveled around the world.
Yes.
Drinking, learning about people by drinking.
Loved it.
It was a fun
I was jealous,
show.
Honestly, because I love to drink.
I'm jealous of myself for those times.
You get paid for that.
And because that was just like, that was your comeuppance, right? That was like that was my entrance, and then that show started just blowing up.
Yep.
And after 3 years, in the middle of shooting our 4th season, I get a call from the network that says, good news and bad news.
Yeah.
All right, what's the good news? Your show is rating higher than the network. More people know about 3 Sheets than the network that it's on.
That's funny.
And we asked randomly and in focus groups people's favorite show on the network, and it was unanimous that it was 3 Sheets.
Yeah.
No other show even came up. And I was like, that's amazing. Well, what's the bad news? Oh, we're closing our doors in 2 weeks. The network is closing its doors in 2 weeks.
What network was that?
Mojo.
Oh my God.
And so for me, I was actually excited because I was like, well, I get to go on a bigger network. I know that like there's been talk,
Take this leverage.
Travel Channel. Yeah, exactly. And so, the show, we finished shooting the season as per the contract, and then no one else was buying it. So I did a Save 3 Sheets rally.
Oh, nice.
In L.A.,
Yes.
600 people showed up.
Okay.
We met at Century City. Remember the Pink Taco was there?
Yeah.
And then we marched through Beverly Hills by all like the networks and agencies, just being loud with signs and T-shirts and whatever. And then I had our friend Dave Snyder make me T-shirts, Save 3 Sheets that I sold for like $10 or whatever.
Nice.
Just so everyone could wear them.
Yeah.
And then I got on a flight the next day. I had a red eye that night. Landed in New York. Just got settled in my hotel and then went to the New York Save 3 Sheets crawl.
Wow.
Where 1,000 people showed up.
You organized this whole thing?
I just organized it through social media. I think, by the way, I think it was like MySpace.
Yes.
MySpace and Facebook maybe transitioned at that point.
Yeah.
And so we were at the last time. And I have to point out that obviously it was a drinking show, and it was a Save 3 Sheets pub crawl. Maybe I wasn't clear about that. So we went to 4 different bars.
Yeah.
And so in New York, at the last bar, we're on the 4th floor of this huge Irish pub in New York. My buddy comes up and says, Mark Cuban's downstairs. He wants to buy the show. And I was like, dude, Mark Cuban's not downstairs, but I'll go downstairs with the explicit purpose of showing you that this imposter is not Mark Cuban.
Okay, yeah.
It was Mark Cuban.
Oh, wow.
Who, by the way, is like maybe 6'4", 6'5". He's a
he's
huge
a big guy.
Yeah. And so I was like, Mark, he's like, Zane, I love the show. I want to buy it. I go, well, I don't really hold the cards, whatever. So we stayed in touch. And apparently the network was trying to sell 3 sheets bundled with 4 other shows. So they didn't want to sell 3 sheets. They wanted to sell 5 shows. So it was more expensive than people wanted to pay for it.
Yeah.
So
that's a little shady.
I guess they were just trying to
save their
have their fire sale. Yeah. So then it got sold to Fine Living Network. It was going great over there. That was in Knoxville, Tennessee. Got to go out there and shoot some promos and stuff. Same thing. Okay. They aired the last season. It went amazing, but their network folded, became the cooking channel. So then my contract was expired. I called Mark Cuban and said, hey, let's do a domestic version. Forget 3 sheets. Let's do a domestic version called Drinking Made Easy.
Right.
I'll travel around. And he's like, done. So we did it. We did 24 episodes, and then the guy who introduced us, Mark Ryan, him and I and my buddy Steve McKenna did a stand-up show.
Right.
Then that was at night, and during the days shot our TV show.
Right.
So we left here on 2 giant tour buses.
Right.
Spending Mark's money, and what would have been my money if I didn't spend it all, and then drove around for 90 days, came home with 51 live shows under our belt and 24 TV shows.
That thing was huge.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Did you come to one of those?
I know we met and talked about doing something on it.
Yeah.
I really don't remember. I know the meeting, though. Me, you, and Mark.
You, me, and Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
And we met at your house? Or at Mark's garage?
No, it wasn't
at a bar.
It was a bar.
Okay,
it was a bar.
Those are the 3 places we met.
And I know that I forgot what in capacity I was going to.
Well, here's what's going to happen. You were going to join us. You never called us. I don't remember. I'm just kidding.
No, that's not what it was.
I
don't think it was that.
If you would have replaced Steve McKenna, that would have been powerful.
I know that now.
Powerful stuff.
Well, you've done well.
So things have worked out. Now, doing all that, and when I got the call from Mark Cuban.
So then you got the TV show.
Then Mark Cuban says, "Hey, Zane, we've had a good run for 2 years from Drink Made Easy. We're changing the channel from HDNet, which is a guy's channel, to a live music channel. So we're not going to order any more 3 sheets." So then I went and kickstarted Chug, where I'd travel around. I pitched it around town, and nobody wanted to buy. They didn't want alcohol-centered shows. I know. And so I decided to kickstart it. And actually, I called my mom, and I said, Mom, here's what's going on. My dad had passed away many years before. And I said, yeah, here's what's going on. And I'm just, I pitched the show. And she's like, why don't you kickstart it like Veronica Mars? Yeah. And I go, Mom, I don't even know the last sentence. Was that in English? What the? I don't know. I didn't.
What?
Kickstarter, I didn't know much about. And Veronica Mars, I don't even know. What do you?
Yeah.
And so anyway, I did. I kickstarted Chug. Wow. We raised like $590,000. We made 6 episodes.
Okay.
And then sold it to Nat Geo, and then it went on to Netflix. And then after that, I got contacted by Drink TV, which is a new network that I'm on right now.
Drink TV.
DrinkTV.com.
Oh my gosh.
And if people go there, it's like $29.99 for the year, but if you use coupon code ZANE, ZANE, you get it for $19 for the whole year. So my show, 4 Sheets, is there.
Oh, 4 Sheets!
Every episode of Drinking Made Easy. Mark Ryan's in the first season of that.
Nice.
And my new late night talk show, Nightcap, which I do from bars around here.
That's awesome.
I'm jealous of your.
Let me on your show.
I'll have you on that show. And
we gotta keep doing this.
Yes.
Because this is going to be fun.
Something
I
happened.
did a show. I did one podcast that's no longer there anymore. It was called Brinkin' Duddies. Like drinking buddies, but you two.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Brinkin' Duddies.
Yeah, I got it.
So me and my buddy Kyle would just get hammered and talk. So that's all it was. It was just a reason for us to get drunk and do something.
Let's tell people. Oh, so let me tell one last thing, and then I'll tell people this amazing thing that just happened in my house.
Okay.
Through a conversation, you and I, a loose conversation that got very tight. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but you get it. So now I because I was doing stuff on Kickstarter, I launched my apparel brand. So none of the shows that I've done have paid me enough money to like be able to pay a mortgage,
right?
You know,
okay.
And especially if I'm making the show myself, I'll end up getting a budget for the show and putting a little bit extra of my money just to make the show amazing, like with graphics and stuff like that, because I wanted to promote me and promote my brand, and that's why I created Adventure, which is my clothing apparel brand,
right?
And so, like that jacket right there is a parka.
Yep.
That turns into a full size pillow.
Oh, it does.
So if you're traveling, so the one I'm giving you, you'll probably take the windbreaker, which is amazing. I'll show you after this. And it turns into a pillow.
Okay.
And you can also zip in our hoodie. So like if you're traveling,
that's perfect for traveling at an airport. You're
exactly.
Stuck?
Yeah. If you don't know, like if you're going from a warm place to a cold place, or you're traveling in the spring or the fall, and you don't know what the weather's going to be.
Yeah.
You bring the windbreaker and the hoodie, and then if you can have one or the other, or they zip into each other.
Oh.
And then they both combine to make pillows.
Dude, that's brilliant.
Thank you.
There are many times where I'm just stuck in an airport on a long layover, even on a plane.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just turn my
fold
clothes into a pillow. That's amazing.
So this is it. This is the.
He's showing me his parka. He's putting it on.
You know, walk me through it.
Yeah. And so he's stuffing it inside of itself. The inside, the lining is soft, so it's perfect for resting your head on a pillow.
Yeah.
He's cramming the whole thing inside of it, and it looks like it may button and zip up.
Yeah.
And
you're doing the play-by-play. I'll do the color.
He has a pillow, parka pillow. Parka your face right there.
Yeah, parka. That's exactly right.
Parka your face on this
and I
pillow.
didn't even show. So this is our backpack, right? That's available now.
Okay.
And you
are those two different backpacks? Or is that one big one?
It's one. Okay, so I'll give you the spiel.
Yeah.
So I was in Rome with my wife, and our flight was late getting in, and she had booked us on a walking tour, and so I get to the hotel. The tour's meeting in our lobby, and they're waiting for us.
Yeah.
So we have to go upstairs, and like we have zero time to like do anything. But it was like spring, and it was getting cold. And so I knew that I needed to bring like a blanket with me. I'm sorry, a jacket. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm trying to take the bag apart. So I dumped my whole backpack, including my computer, my iPad, on the bed.
Yeah.
And then filled it with our jackets and our water bottles, and then took off. And so then I came up with this bag.
Yes.
It's one bag that becomes two.
Okay.
So you can drop and go. So you unzip this.
Oh, there you go.
Unclip this, and then it becomes two bags.
You got so that's one bag. Combined when they're together, has everything.
So it's like,
if you just need a little quick one, bam.
But they both have everything.
Yeah.
So this, are you ready for this?
Yeah. Is it a cooler?
Yes. So this one has a cooler that holds a 6-pack.
Nice.
And this one has a cooler that holds. I'll show you this.
You don't understand how much we're made to be together. So. You don't understand.
I know. So this one holds 8 beers. And then so anyway, so both of these.
So
things
you can walk around with a case of beer almost.
You can walk around. So we call both of them. You can walk around with. I'll show you the cooler here.
I'm taking that to Hawaii.
This thing, So tell people that's the gem. So anyway, this is the cooler, the big one that holds 14.
Oh, that's badass.
So when they're combined, you can walk around with 14 beers, or you can have like food and wine.
Sure,
and
you
whatever.
put other things in there.
Sure, you could.
If you wanted to.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I have not tried it with anything else besides beer, but whatever.
Awesome.
So when we were standing in my foyer,
crazy. I just looked at a picture.
That's right.
you and your wife on a beach, and it looked like Hawaii.
That's our wedding photo.
And I go, oh, what is that? He's like, that's Hawaii. I'm like, oh, I said, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going there soon. And then Zane goes, wait, when?
Well, I said where. And,
that's right.
Yeah,
where?
It's in Maui.
I said Maui.
I said, where in Maui? The Westin. When? next week. Okay. I'm going next week.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing.
We are going to be, not only are we going to be in Hawaii at the same time, same island in Hawaii, same hotel Hawaii,
yes.
same time.
Same days.
Same days.
Crazy.
There's no chance we won't see each other.
No. What's amazing is you just happen to be looking at a photo that's in my hallway.
Yes.
And it came up. What would have been really weird if we're walking through and like
later on,
and I pretended not to know you.
Or can't do that now. It's too late. Now you have to talk.
It is too late. It is too late. Or if you were scheduled to do the podcast afterwards, I'd be like, that guy looks like an older John Reed with a beard.
Right.
Yeah. And you're like, that looks like an old fat Zane Lamprey.
We're going to have a blast now.
We are.
Like, here's our agenda.
Yeah.
We're going to go. I'm taking my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's never been.
Okay.
So we're going to go.
Yeah.
I'm basically going to be
How long are you going to be there for?
I think it's like 6 days,
okay.
6-7 days.
Okay.
We fly in, we're renting the car, we go there, we check in. That's travel day, chilling out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to take her to, obviously, do the road to Hana. We're going to go to Hana.
Yeah.
We're going to go to hike in the bamboo forest.
Yeah.
We're going to go see the 7 sacred pools up there in Hana.
Yeah.
We're going to do a luau one.
So, by the way, Road to Hana, nickname. So I have to tell you, I'm a veritable Maui expert.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been there. I've shot 2 shows there.
Okay.
And we got married there.
Yep.
And I've been there probably with my wife. I've been there like 12 times.
Yeah.
And so the Road to Hana, the nickname is Divorce Highway. Did you know this?
I got married there too, by the way.
Whoops.
And I'm also divorced.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So I'm taking my new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't go to the road.
No, you're good. It's the second time's a charm.
Okay.
I tell people that, my second wife, Mel, who's here, is so amazing that I can't even tell you how incredible my third wife's going to be. Because she hasn't been born yet, but I mean, at the rate, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. I'm so looking forward to it.
It's amazing. It really is. That island, you just fall in love with it. I mean, the first time I went there,
You walk out,
why you keep going back.
It's the smell.
It's
when you walk in, it's the breeze, it's the flower smell.
It's laid back, and I remember thinking, okay, what do I have to do to sustain myself and live here and still make money?
Right.
And I couldn't figure that out.
You
have.
It's funny because my buddy owns Maui Brewing. Mm-hmm. He went out there and visited the old Maui Brewing, which is a very small brewery. The brewery's still there. It was very small.
Yeah.
And he was a finance guy. Uh-huh. So he kind of took those two worlds and he made it. It's smart. It's incredible. I think that's like a 40,000 square foot brewery.
Are you going to go visit him?
Yeah, that is completely run off solar. They are completely off the grid.
Okay.
They're the only reason they're connected to the power of the island is to give power back to the island.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
What a smart thing too.
So smart.
Because that pretty much secures your spot there for a long time if people need your power.
And he got from the U.S. government, he got Small Business Owner of the Year last year. Of the year.
And you knew him before this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was on my show, 3 Sheets.
Yeah.
I went there maybe my second season and met him. And, this is a cool guy. We just stayed in touch. Then we went out there, shot Drinking Made Easy. But, I met him there, and I've known him for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
He lives there now.
Now he lives there.
Why wouldn't he?
And now he moved. He lives up the volcano.
Yeah.
And you can see the brewery from his house. But he's about halfway up the volcano.
Wow.
Haleakala.
Yes.
Bless you. And
it looks like Mars.
It looks like Mars.
It's
at the very top.
cold up
yes,
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you can see the brewery, and you feel like you could not throw something, but you could at least fly a drone there.
Yeah.
But it takes him about 45 minutes to go down the hill, whatever. So now he's looking into a helicopter.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah. Solar.
Maui connoisseur.
Okay.
Have you been to Little Beach?
Wow. I have not. Where is it?
Okay. Well, you know Big Beach. McKenna Beach.
McKenna Beach, sure.
That's nicknamed in Big Beach as well.
That's right near Kihei, right near the brewery.
That's right.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
It's also, there's a golf course right there.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you've ever been to that golf course has their clubhouse.
Yeah.
They have one night where it's an Irish band that comes in there.
Okay.
And they have really good food in this Irish band. It's weird. You're listening to Irish music in Maui, but it works. And everyone has... I'm hoping to...
The band must come from off island. They cannot live in Maui.
No, I think they do.
Yourself.
No. So that's one thing. Okay, but Big Beach is the McKenna Beach, big one. That's where I got married.
Okay.
But right next to it is a beach called Little Beach.
Okay.
And you actually have to climb a little rock formation to get to it.
Wow.
And it's a nude beach.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can just bring my bring my wiener.
Bring your wiener. I've been many times.
Did you naked?
Yeah, I got naked.
Oh my God.
It's hilarious.
And
me naked's funny right away.
Did you see? Here's what I would do. I would get naked and I would I would get naked and I would like pose. I'd do some push-ups up on the
Yeah, of course.
Before I got down there, and then I would pose like laughing at different. See, I'm turning like 45 degrees.
Try like so that you have.
Well, no, so not because of the tan. So the paparazzi. I want them to like get pictures of me there. Because isn't that how you become famous? You either do a nude or maybe it's a sex tape. I'm thinking of.
You know who is famous who goes there is Steven Tyler. He'll go there and do a drum. They do a drum circle there every Sunday night when people smoke weed.
Yeah,
they get around the big circle and drums come out and then people get naked and dance around.
Oh my God!
So I've not seen him there, but I've seen him on TMZ there. So
he was there.
Maybe we'll if we go on a Sunday. We don't have to get naked.
No, let's do it.
You and I will not get naked together.
We can't do.
No, that won't
only
happen.
one of us. What? No, that's weird.
We should get our girls naked.
That's right. The chances of that happening are so low.
Can I tell you this real quick?
Yes.
I know we're going way long. We were trying to wrap this up.
I apologize, people.
No,
if
I'm loving this.
Regaling you with tales of John and myself and our relationship in Hawaii.
Get my ginger penis out of your brain. I'm sorry I put that in.
Don't put that in there.
But so when I got married, we took my brother and my ex-wife's brother and my ex-wife's mother to this nude beach, and we didn't tell them that we were going to a nude beach.
Got it.
We just told them, like, you guys got to check this one out.
Yeah.
So we're climbing this rock, we get over there. And I swear to God, as soon as we're coming down the rock formation on the other side, now the nude beach is hit, right?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people naked.
Yeah.
But you don't really notice them at first because you're still kind of far away.
You're looking at the water,
and your eyes are adjusting.
Yeah, right.
Looking around.
Yeah.
And then we saw this one surfer guy, and he was coming out of a wave.
Stop it.
There was water just cascading off his back.
His bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he like turned, and he just bent over, and you just saw from behind back sack, right? With sea foam coming off of it.
Oh, my God.
And I remember I was looking right at her. She goes, oh, my God. Oh, and then she started noticing everybody. Oh, and then, and we're just like taking pictures of her.
Oh, my God. That's so amazing.
And then we
I have the biggest smile on my face right now. That's hilarious. Oh, my God.
It's good people watching, you know.
Did you say penis watching?
Penis watching. It's good penis watching.
Yeah.
But it's always the people who shouldn't get naked get naked.
Yeah.
It's fun to go
that's the rule.
to show someone who's never been.
Yeah.
This exists.
Yeah.
We can choose to get naked or not. You know, I've actually done it where I will get naked just because I feel weird having the clothes on.
Right, yeah.
And if there's strangers
look at
around
that guy.
me,
Look at the guy with his swim trunks, yeah.
and if it's the girl I'm with, she's already going to see me naked.
Yeah.
And these other strangers don't know who the hell I am.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what they think about me, so I'll just do it. I would never do it with a group of friends.
When you pull down, yeah, exactly. When you pull down your shorts and they go, well, that's not a Hemi. And then you just walk away.
Right.
There was this, there's this story. I'll see if I can get it right. Like these two girls, and they went to like Europe, and they went to a nude beach, and they're like, oh, you know what, screw it, whatever. And they're just like, this is amazing. Everyone's French, and the French guys are fine, and whatever. And like they're talking to people, and people are like aren't looking at their boobs, they're just sort of talking to them, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were just meet some of the other guys, and like, hey, want a drink? Well, they get like, sure. When they're having a drink, whatever. And they're like, where are you guys from? And they're like, Chicago. And they're like, and they put their clothes down and ran away.
Right.
Yeah.
That happens.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest
funny.
thing.
You just have to fake an accent when you go.
You better.
This is amazing, isn't it? It's really cool.
I'm just looking at your eyes, really.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all I see.
Yeah.
But
where are we from right there?
I don't know.
Game of Thrones?
It's a weird Viking island.
Castle Rock? I'm not sure.
You know what I did do though is I dug a hole in the sand.
Okay.
And I used that sand to make like a chair, like a to lean back on.
Okay.
So what you do is let's just
you can do this at any
tip.
beach. You travel tip.
You could do this at any beach.
Okay.
You forget to bring a chair, a towel. Mm-hmm. I got you. Dig a little bit of a hole. Mm-hmm. And then use that sand to make like a back of a chair. So now you're leaning back and you're in the ground.
Yeah.
And your arms are like right here, like where an armrest would be. And you could dig little holes for
cup holders.
Wow. So you can make your own chair to sand.
maybe I'll kickstart that. but it's the sand. It's the sand. We can do it together. It's the sand chair.
Yeah.
And I think all it is like it can't be big, so it's got to be some sort of like mold.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you fill it up and then you flip it over.
Oh, I see.
And you have like a sand chair.
Oh, you were serious?
I'm not.
I thought you were going like just a shovel.
Okay, now wait. That's happening. So what it is? It's a shovel.
Yeah.
And on the back of the shovel are the schematics for the chair.
I like it. But the shovel's got to do more than one thing.
Yeah.
So it's a small shovel, easy to carry, like a military. Like you can fold it.
Yep.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it's just a military shovel.
Okay, we'll just steal their shovel.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll put schematics on the back of it. And then make it hollow. You can put booze in it. I don't know.
Yeah. And then you can you make the handle hollow and you can put booze in it.
There you go.
And then one more thing. It's got a USB phone charger.
Oh, perfect.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Naked and Afraid. We're on it, me and you
good.
together.
But meanwhile, it's called the sand chair. And it's a shovel. And that's amazing.
That's
done.
People working.
This is the kind of stuff happens when we get together.
I want them to buy your book, to buy something of yours.
So listen, just follow me on social media at Zane Lamprey, ZANE. Lamprey, Zane Lamprey. Go to my social media. There you can go and check out the backpack, which you can save. If you live in the U.S., you save $70 if you back it on Kickstarter, and you get free shipping in the U.S. So boom.
Do yourself a favor. Get to know Zane.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening.
You get to know because you get free stuff.
You get free stuff?
So, but other people, if they get to know me as well as you know me, they can get free stuff too.
Yeah, that's right. And maybe you'll see him in Maui.
Maybe, come visit us in Maui.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers, brother.
Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to get there. Maui. I'm on Maui time. In my brain, I'm already there. But don't worry, I'm not. My body's still here in Ohio. That's right. Two shows tonight, Toledo. Funny Bone, be there. 2 shows Saturday, be there. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share this podcast. Don't forget to get Ginger Payne comedy album, still available, still kicking Irish. Don't forget to look up HickoryLiveShow.com. HickoryLiveShow.com. We got 3 videos up there. If you were interested in that, check it out. More to come on that. And, of course, the cruise ship. That's going to be next year, March the 6th through the 9th. All this information can be found at, you guessed it, johnreap.com. Once again, thank you so much for listening to this. I love you. Happy Friday, everybody.
And the radio up, I like to see sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of my precious